Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos plays Persona 4 Arena Ultimax Persona 3 Story. We're starting Ken's today if you haven't noticed. Is that allowed? Just two people squeezing up against you in soccer? Football? I don't know what they call it in Japan.
Man, you were amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks for cheering for me.
You're a real hit with the ladies.
Apparently.
What are you going for today?
Okay, you better be this good next time, too.
Leave it to me.
What is that? Oh, it's a street light. Oh, is that the old complex? By complex dorm. It is. Guramaru.
I'm home, Koromaru.
There is some time until dinner, so I decided to leave the dorm again with Koromaru. This Gekkokan dormitory is where we live. It was briefly closed after Mitsuru-san and the others graduated. All the equipment from a few years ago was removed, of course, but with the increase in students at Gekkokan, they decided to reopen the dorm. I applied for a room as soon as I heard. The reason I did was because of Koromaru. He had been in Aigasa-san's care, but at this dorm, he'd be allowed to live with me. Also, to be honest, I felt that living here lets me stay close to my companions who are fighting even now. Back then, everyone took turns walking Koromaru. Now it's my job. The path to the nearby Naganaki Shrine is Koromaru's usual route. Koromaru is quite old for a dog, but as he trots along at his usual pace along our usual path, also, that sentence right there instantly just made me sad. It makes me think for a moment that all the fighting back then was just a dream. Only when I'm watching Koromaru walk like this can I forget everything and feel a little at ease. We pass through the gateway at the entrance and step onto the shrine grounds. Since it's nearly sundown, there's nobody but us at the serene grounds. Where's the fox? I sit down on the bench and sigh to myself. Koromaru notices though and immediately rushes over to nuzzle my leg.
It's nothing, Koromaru.
It's just teenage angst. Even while I'm saying it, I'm sure Koromaru can see through my words. I can understand him in the same way Aiga-san can. Oh, I can't understand him in the same way Aiga-san can. But even I can tell when Koromaru is thinking, what Koromaru is thinking. I pet Koromaru as he looks up at me with a worried whine, and I put my hand in my pocket and pull out the Shadow Operative's badge that Mitsuru-san had given me. She made badges for everyone? Koromaru wears the same badge on his collar.
Even if she gave me this, I know it's just for show. I bet everyone else is working hard right now.
Or hardly working. This morning I got a call from Sanada-san for the first time in a long while. It seems he just came back to Japan from a year-long training journey. Wandering the world. I knew he was the kind of person who would put himself through anything in order to get stronger, but this is the sort of thing that you only hear about in stories. Sanada-san told me that he had gone to see Mitsuru-san directly after his return to the country, but had been immediately dispatched to an emergency. He's currently busy with that, so he just said that he would tell me more about his trip some other time. I know that being a shadow operative must be tough, but he seemed so excited when talking about them. So it's like I get these pent-up feelings inside.
I'm a member too, you know.
A member, yes, but only part of the secondary unit that only gets called out in extreme situations. Being part of the special suppression unit has a cool ring to it that I like. But the official shadow operatives are each given a unique number. For example, Aiga-san is number 5. We don't have that. We are just auxiliary members. Really? Okay. Who the hell else gets numbers then? I know Mitsuru is like 1, right? Aiga's is 5. Who the hell else? Okay, Akachi's probably like 3 or 4. Is the maid number 1 or number 2? Anyways, I haven't been called to action yet, and I doubt I ever will until after I graduate high school. After all, I did promise Mitsuru-san that I would try to live out my childhood as much as I could.
I'm just for show too.
And following that promise to try as much as I could, I've been acting like a child on the surface, an average middle school student, studying, helping out with club activities, and even taking part in the student council. That sounds boring. Not the club activities, the student councils. But I haven't officially joined any club, and the reason why is because I asked Mitsuru-san to call me for help if she ever needed me. I know that no organization under the police would be able to command an underage person, let alone someone in middle school. I'm only a shadow operative for show, and only a child for show. If this continues, I won't know when I'll ever be able to get back to who I really am.
Making my life my own is actually pretty hard. Sometimes I lose sight of what I'm supposed to be doing.
You're supposed to be growing up and learning. I think back on the words that the person who saved my life left me. I thought I'd come to understand them sometime, but as time passed, other emotions began to rear their heads. I thought I'd come to understand them sometime. Like maybe sometime in the future, that's what he's probably trying to say.
It's completely dark now.
No, it's
We
not.
should head back home, Koromaru.
It's literally orange out right now. I wonder if I will be left behind like this. Would things actually be better if I just forgot about everything? But could I live with myself if I had the power? But if I had the power to fight, but did nothing with it? I've been thinking a lot about that. I stand up from the bench and look across the dark, quiet temple grounds. I won't reach an answer just by thinking about it. I know that. But at that moment, Koromaru suddenly barks at me. It's been a while since I heard him bark like that. He's been getting more and more mellow these days. What? What's that sound? Some rhythmic noise is approaching from above. The wind becomes stronger and the trees around the temple begin to rustle. I look up into the sky. It's a bird! It's a plane! No, it's a helicopter. As my eyes adjust, I see a previously hidden black helicopter. I don't know how it was hidden. In the otherwise pitch black night. It is not pitch black! Do you not see the color? It's like something out of a movie. Is it the military? No, that can't be right. As if to answer my doubts, a searchlight streams down, pinning shadows to the ground. Something's happened. That's my first thought. I don't know what, but for some reason I sense elation rising up from my body.
Let's go, Koromaru.
You probably shouldn't be excited, dog. I grip my Shadow Operative badge tightly, then thrust it back into my pocket. You should probably pin it to your shirt. As I take a deep breath, I run towards the helicopter. But I didn't duck, and this story ended very dark and drastically. To be continued. Then again, I don't know how tall Ken actually is. Labrys's dreams. Junpei's dreams. One of these things is probably more perverted than the other. Junpei seems shorter, right? So let's go to Junpei's, and then we'll do Labrys's. Probably next time, judging by the length of the cards.
MVP will be the man whose Grand Slam won it in the night, Junpei Iori.
Go Junpei!
First off, I'd like to congratulate your team on winning the WBC.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what that
What's on
means.
your mind as you entered that batter's box for that last at bat?
My only thought was how I would lead my team to victory.
Ah, so it's your great focus that led to this result. Still, that was an amazing home run.
I don't know if those scores are good.
Lucky with that hit.
That swing at the critical moment, I got so excited I almost forgot to give the play-by-play.
The ball went a lot farther than I thought it would. I'm very pleased with the result.
Wow!
Oh, this is a dream, isn't it?
No wonder they call you the ace.
Okay, for a second I'm like, ah, Junpei's doing really good for himself.
Anyone you'd like to dedicate this victory to?
Well, I'd like to dedicate that Grand Slam to my precious girl who's always supported me through thick and thin. I know that I can be a burden on you. I'm not the greatest, but will you marry me?
Oh wait, is she alive?
Sorry, sir, but this is the end of the line.
I was dreaming.
I mean, you could say that's just a dream, but I don't like even in dreams. I don't know. I think that's an indication that she's alive, right? Thanks so much for waking me up right at the best part. I step off the train at an unfamiliar station in the countryside with a little resentment towards the station worker. Let's see here. Man, that's a tough name to make out. How am I supposed to pronounce that? Oh, it's written up beneath the kanji.
Oh, it's Yaso Ina, but wait, where is this? Huh. Let's see what the shuttle train schedule is.
I check the train schedule and feel myself slipping into despair. Seriously? There aren't any more trains leaving this station? That was the final train for the night.
I've really done it now.
The great feeling that I'd had only a moment ago withers away at once. What the hell, man? Why this happen? Let's see, I worked the full shift at my job today, and the kids had a game after that. Kids? Are you like a kids coach? Not your kids, right?
If you get a hit, you'll be a hero. Are you gonna try for a home run?
It's the afternoon before a long holiday weekend. Normally, I'd be busy with my part-time job and top secret missions. Oh wait. Are you not auxiliary? But on days off, I transform into an excellent coach for a boys' baseball team. This is our first game in a while, so I want to make sure these kids win somehow. The game's coming to an end, and we're one run away from tying up the score. I'm talking to Gororo, our cleanup hitter, who's getting too much of a swelled head over his position to actually focus on the game. Even if he could get in a clean hit, he'll never be able to do it like this.
Of course I am. You made me the cleanup hitter after all. I'm making this a home run, no matter what.
All right, you do that.
Watch your mouth, kid, or you'll scare the ball away. Now listen up. Don't try to act cool. Just play like you normally would. The team's counting on you.
Guru stops boasting and turns towards the bench. The other kids are cheering him on at the top of their lungs.
Goro, keep your eye
Goro.
on the ball.
He has 2 less arms than Goro, so he can't be Goro.
You can hit it. The pitcher's totally freaked out.
See, a hero doesn't just hit homers all the time. Even if you mess up, there's guys behind you waiting to help. Now loosen up and do your best.
Gotcha.
Goro's face loses the gruff facade he had been wearing, and he begins to focus. There we go. That's how it should be.
Thanks, Junpei.
Hey, you're supposed to call me Coach, you screwball. Make sure you stay loose.
I finish off by giving a bit of a hard smack to Goro's butt with my bat. Oh, okay, that's a little bit better, I guess. Before sending him off the batters, I don't play sports, so that might be normal. I'm not sure if coaches are supposed to do that to little kids, though. Goro keeps his eye on the ball and lands a direct hit, sending the ball flying out past the outfielders. All right, we're tied. Goro's standing on second base with a huge grin, waving to us. But we ended up losing in the end, and all the kids cried. I cried too, of course. Not really supposed to cry with the kids, coach. Well, it can't be helped. I did help these kids strengthen their bonds together, so I should just leave well enough alone.
That was so close, guys. You almost won. All right, let's start practicing again tomorrow. Now, I want you all to remember this at least. If you all work together, you'll never be beat. Okay.
Except for today, where you guys were clearly beat. After the game, I said some final words as their coach. If you all work together, you'll never be beat. And that was that. Man, even I think that's an awesome speech. Oh yeah, thinking back on it now, I'm honestly proud I came up with it. I bet the kids, I almost just said I beat the kids. I bet the kids are still carrying that moment around in their heads. I mean, I would hope so. It's only been, what, like a couple hours?
I'm such an awesome coach. It's really worthwhile volunteering for a kids team even after working the night shift.
Because I'm still just underage, I'm not an official member of Mitsuru's Shadow Operative. Okay, so you're not official, okay. But I've been playing a very active part in some of their investigations. I get sent out from time to time to check on scenes where low-level shadow readings have been detected. Yeah, the missions are pretty plain, but I'm satisfied with them in my own way. Then again, when I do get sent out, most of the time it's nothing at all. Wait, how are you still underage? Shouldn't you be like 19, 18? But just like I told the kids, were you 15, 16 in Persona 3? thought you were like 16. Anyways, but just like I told the kids, it's about putting out a consistent effort every day. That goes for anything. It's not not bad advice either. That's actually fairly good advice. It's not like I get these missions every day, so in the meantime, I spend a lot of my time at my part-time job. Even though it's kids' baseball, renting fields and paying for rides to away games gets surprisingly expensive. You have to rent fields? As the coach? I gave up on that dream, but I love teaching baseball to kids. Oh, so you're not actually a baseball player. You teach baseball even though you gave up on the dream. Okay. It's really fun.
Man, it's like I'm finally starting to enjoy my youth after all this time. Crap. I'm starting to feel sleepy.
Good night. And that leads to where I am right now. Not only did I completely miss my stop, I can't even get back home. I'm in a tight squeeze here.
How did I just fall asleep like that? I can't believe I slept through so many stops either. Seriously.
So you were just here? Like they didn't call you here? I thought they would have called you here. I decided to leave the station for the time being. There's some basic vending machines outside and nothing else. That's actually kind of impressive. Crap, this is real bad. If something doesn't happen soon, it looks like I'm gonna end up sleeping outside.
Well, what the heck am I gonna do now? Guess I better call somebody and hope.
I pull out my phone to call up anyone I can think of so I can get a ride out of here, but surprise, it's not on. I pray that the battery didn't die while I was on the train and hold the power button, and it turns on. No, the battery's in the red. I might not be able to make a single call out of this at this point. Things never turn out well when they're this bad, but suddenly my ringtone echoes out in the empty place.
Oh. Hello?
Finally! Hey, Junpei, what were you doing?
Okay.
I've been calling you this whole time.
It's Yucatan. How long has she been trying to call me? Maybe she got dumped by her boyfriend and needs a shoulder to cry on or something? Wait, does she even have a boyfriend? She sounds really pissed for some reason, but she's almost always like this, after all. That's not a good thing. The most important thing right now is charging this phone.
Oh, hey, Yucatan. Can we not talk about that now? My battery's about to die. Hey, what's that noise in the background? It's super loud.
Your phone's about to die? What's wrong with you? Mitsuru-senpai, Akihiko, Fuka, and Igus have gone missing. We're in a helicopter to find them.
They're missing? A helicopter?
We've looked in tons of places for them, but we can't find them. Anyway, where are you right now, Junpei?
Hold on a second, this doesn't make any sense at all. Mitsuru-senpai and the others went missing, and now Yucatan's in a helicopter trying to find them? This is too much information all at once. I turn around to check the name of the station again.
Somewhere called Yasoina something? I fell asleep on the train and missed my stop, and now I'm stuck out in the boonies.
You're at Yaso Inaba Station? Why?
Huh, why is she so surprised? I don't even know why I'm here. Okay, fine, it's because I slept through my stop.
Yucatan, the battery's going.
Fine, just wait there, we'll come get you. I'm with Kenkun and Koro-chan, and we've got Labrys here too. She's Igus' sister.
Huh? What was that? Lahu? Well, whatever. I'll just find a convenience store and...
Dog sounds like me sometimes when I'm reading these things. The phone died. I consider what I should do now, but then again, I'm worried about Mitsuru-senpai too. I'll just have to buy a cheap charger at the gas station or something and call Yucatan back? I mean, that would work. But no, we know the power's about to go out. There's maybe the boonies, but there's gotta be a convenience store open around here. I start walking along the road in search of an open store. After walking for some time, I finally see a familiar lighted sign out in the distance. Mayo Mart.
Nice, just what I wanted. I'm starving too, so maybe I should get myself something to eat.
Go for it. Finally, with some relief over finding a store, my step grows lighter. That's when the lights ahead suddenly go out. Wait, no, the power went out when you were at a vending machine, didn't it?
Don't tell me they're closed. What kind of convenience store isn't open 24/7 these days?
I mean, a lot? No, that's not right. It's not just the convenience store. All the streetlights and lights in the houses have all gone out as well. And somehow, the people that I saw inside the store all vanished too. Even more strange, it didn't get pitch black out. Everything's illuminated by a hazy red light. Is this fog?
What the hell?
There's something familiar about the sight of this town suddenly falling silent. It's hard to call it nostalgic, but it's just like that crazy thing that should have stopped 3 years ago. The Dark Hour. Yeah, okay, so you must have been 15 in Persona 3 and you're just about to hit 18? Talk about deja vu. The first time I experienced the Dark Hour back then, I was in a convenience store. Akihiko-senpai rescued me at that time.
Oh, there you are, Junpei.
A voice from behind me makes me turn around and I see a girl dressed in all pink. Is that Yucatan? What's getting into her? She's dressed rather odd, but there's no mistaking her voice. Yucatan stops a short distance away from me and glares. She looks pissed. Is it because I left the station after she told me to wait there? Even then, she seems way too angry.
Hey, Yucatan! I'm making an effort at least, so... But hey, Mitsuru-senpai's gone missing? What's going on?
So this is a fake. Damn, she's really pissed. Steady, Junpei. Okay, when you're pitching to a real hard case, you need to throw outside the strike zone just to test the waters. Throw them off their game and see how they react, right? Yeah, I'm a genius.
So, you look great, huh? Is that your, feather pink outfit? Are you doing an autograph tour out here? Come meet the Feathermen.
I tried throwing my best curveball, but she still looks just as mad. Ah, crap.
You never shut up, do you?
Nah.
You're nothing but a minor character. A mook, a minion, a loser. Just die and let the world have your body back?
What?
Hey, what? Aren't you being crueler than usual?
Slightly.
Ugh, it's time for your punishment. Bring on the ring!
So yeah. Who would have guessed? Yucatan suddenly raises one hand as she delivers that cheesy line. With that, you're one to say cheesy line, Junpei. With that, 4 red pillars fall from the sky and stab into the ground around us, forming a fighting ring. I don't know what's going on, but this suddenly feels really dangerous. I place my bag on the ground and then pull out my favorite bat and take a cautious stance.
You're a quick learner for an idiot. No wonder you're a member of the Shadow Operatives.
I look around in search of the source of that voice and see a television dangling from a telephone pole with a... what is that? A round body, a doofy hat, a cape, and a cane. Is this some local station cartoon mascot that I don't know about? He's saying something about a General Teddy. What, that's his name? And why would a TV be hanging from a telephone pole like that? That's a good question.
Who are you? I don't know what's going on, so you better explain yourself. If this is some prank show, it's not funny.
You really are a yappy idiot. Now let's begin Operation World Destruction. I mean, the one-on-one P-1 Climax.
P-1 Climax?
I'm not in the mood to drag this out.
I mean,
So I'll
he
just
probably
give a
should. He doesn't
short
really know what the hell you're talking
rundown.
about.
The rules are simple. Win and you get to move on. Lose and you're stuck here.
But you don't die for some reason.
Huh? You mean I have to fight Yucatan?
Oh, you really are a pain in the ass. If you're not gonna do this, then hurry up and die. Here we go, Persona!
I guess the wind blows and I recognize Yucatan's persona before me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not only are we fighting, but we're doing it with our personas? That doesn't make any sense, and I don't even have my Revoker with me. But when I look back at Yucatan, she's already got her bow drawn and pointed at me. Oh man, she's completely ready for this.
Whoa, hold on, Feather Pink. We can talk this out. I mean, you shouldn't be pointing that at people. Ah!
My desperate plea is in vain, and Yucatan shoots an arrow at me without hesitation. I managed to dodge away just in time. Nice aim, I mean, wait.
Stop moving around, Junpei. Just give up now and let me kill you.
What the hell did I do to deserve this? Looks like I'm just gonna have to run. While avoiding the arrows raining down on me, I start a mad dash towards the train station.
What the heck? That's what I said! Only the victor can leave the area. Now hurry up and get this fight started!
I reach out to where I hit something, and sure enough, there's an invisible wall there. I guess I can't go beyond these red pillars? Does this mean that I'm seriously in trouble here? Yes, Junpei, have you not noticed?
I hope you're prepared. Face me, evildoer. You're no match for Feather Pink. Strike out.
Well, at least she's into it. Strikeout batter? What the hell does that mean? I get promoted from a generic bad guy to a villain out of the blue? Well, I guess I'll just have to fight a bit and pray that it's enough to knock Yucatan back to her senses.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. How dare you, Featherman? I, Lord Junpei, will strike you down.
Okay. I think this is the first time we played as Junpei, right? I don't think we had the option last story mode. We fought him a couple. I think we fought him once, right? Actually, I think we fought everyone once. I like the fact that he has bases down there. Stop kicking me! You children! Ow! Rise, shut up! Skewer? No, skewer you! Nope. You got me. Stop. I'm so bad at ranged characters. God damn it. No, I don't know what I did. There we go. Okay. Oh, you broke my guard. That's so rude. There we go. You're not gonna die, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Okay, you're actually gonna beat me. Probably. Yeah, you're gonna beat me. Damn it! Almost got her though. What the hell is that? Who brought the nuke? Yes, rematch. Probably look at some of the moves, right, for Junpei. I am really bad at ranged characters. Or fighting ranged characters. Playing as them, I'm just as bad at them as everyone else. Well, character-wise. Everyone else is probably way better than me in this game. Oh, you actually blocked lower, huh? Is this a charge attack? I think it is a charge attack. No, it's not. Don't stand there trying to, like, Kaioken. Nope. Damn it. Oh, that's you! You bring the nukes? You son of a bitch. Oh, you blow them up. There we go. Apparently you healed yourself there. Okay. We got this. No, we don't got this. No, we got this! Hoi! Watch out for that bomb, Junpei.
The Mook wins! Keep
Thanks.
that up and keep winning!
Who are you calling a mook? Wait, Yucatan!
Oh, he's probably gonna freak out when she starts melting, right? Did you not notice the golden eyes? Then again, you guys don't really have much experience with, like, shadow people. The red pillars shatter, and Yucatan suddenly starts melting away like a black piece of candy. Just then, what looks like golden grains of sand fly up into the air and flow across the sky. That costume guy on the monitor disappeared. Does that mean the invisible walls I ran into are gone now too? Maybe?
What was that just now? It wasn't a dream, right? I slept a ton on the train after all.
Oh, it could still be a dream, Junpei. I pinch my cheeks and look around. The lights are still out in the city and there's no one around. Could this really be the dark hour? The way that Yucatan disappeared seems familiar too.
Was that a shadow?
Then, Was that a fake Yucatan? The convenience store's lights went out right around midnight. I think. Past midnight, it reminds me of the Dark Hour. That was our battlefield that we fought within 3 years ago.
Did the Dark Hour come back?
You don't see any coffins around, right? So it's slightly different. At the stroke of midnight, the world seemingly stops in time, and the world becomes a place where only Persona users using people like us can move around. During that time, people disappear. Well, they didn't disappear. They went in the coffins, and shadows show up instead. Normally, people don't even notice that this time exists. At the very least, this situation sure looks a lot like the Dark Hour.
Wait a sec. How'd I use my persona without an evoker?
Those with potential like us are able to summon personas by resolving ourselves to death. But in order to acquire the trigger for such resolves, we usually use these things called invokers that are shaped like guns. But during that fight, I was able to summon my persona. Tresmerger? Oh my god, it's Tresmerger, whatever the hell his name is. It's like, what is it? Tresmegistus, right? Something like that. Just by thinking about it in my head. This feels like it's more dangerous than the Dark Hour. If that's the case, then could the disappearance of Mitsuru Senpai and the rest of the rest be related to this phenomenon?
Is that General Teddy guy behind this? We'd better step barefully.
Oh god. Junpei. That costume dude told me to keep winning, but I don't know anything about this town. Well, just standing around here isn't going to do me any good, so I guess I should just head back to the station for now. That's where the real Yucatan told me to wait.
Let's see here. Which way was it?
I start walking back the way I came, but something obviously is wrong. I mean, I don't think it took me this long to get from the station to the store, and it might just be because of the fog, but the street poles and streets look distorted. A maze that changes every time you look at it. That in itself reminds me of the past. Was that a girl who needs help? Somebody might be getting attacked by something similar to that monstrous Yucatan. I mean, that monster that looked like Yucatan. If that's really was a shadow, then there's no way I can ignore this. I'm a shadow. I'm the shadow operative lethal weapon, after all. I look towards where I heard the sound coming from, and I see a giant shopping center like one you'd find in the suburbs. The sign says Jeunesse.
Oh, hey, I know that store. Every day's great.
Good job, Junpei. I don't remember that place from a moment ago, but I'm positive that I heard a girl's scream come from there. She needs me to rescue her.
Hang on, I'm coming. Shadow Operative Junpei Iori is on the scene.
It kind of sounded like Nanako, but I don't think it was. I force open the stuck automatic door with my hands and almost trip over a number of things while I run into the building. I could barely make out what the lady's voice. To be continued. Oh, is it Rise? It might have been Rise. I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna go back up here and start Labrys's next time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below. If you're not subscribed yet, why don't you have my video section? Check out some of the content, see if it's to your liking. Once again, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great day.